You can see this in The Lion King. If you take the little counter from The Lion King, look at the title card and see how long it takes for the title card to show up and count the seconds. And then subtract that second from the end and see where the title card is. Gung, 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 gung. Why do we do this? It speaks to... Welcome to Loud Soul's Cornerstone video to explain the spiral model. First of all, what is a Cornerstone video? In the world of Loud Soul, I like to illuminate through education and art. Some of the things I point out need to be explained before you can watch the video. So a Cornerstone video sets you up to watch all of the videos that will come after it. You will be initiated, as they say, by watching this video. I'm going to be pissing off all the directors and animators and story writers out there because I'm letting the cat out of the bag. This kind of Cornerstone video is going to set you off into something where you can nerd out with your friends. So this is Loud Soul's Cornerstone video for the spiral model. Explained. Let's get into it. The spiral model is a very powerful method of storytelling. Traditionally, we are used to what we call the masculine plot line of storytelling. That is exposition. You set the world, first iconic image, introduce the characters. Second is your inciting incident, the provocation. Plot kicks in. Number 3, the rising action. The stakes rise. Challenges build. The hero is tested. Then number 4, the climax. The highest tension, the big moment, the big release. Boo! Then the falling action, then the resolution. Denouement, also known as undoing the knot. Now let's move to the feminine plot line. It is less of a straight line. It is more of a wave. It rises, it crests, and then drops, then rises again, falls, and then rises again. The feminine plot line doesn't conquer. It reveals. It is not about what happened. It is about what has changed inside. Think Color Purple. Think Moonlight. For any anime lovers, think of Spirited Away. Not one answer, many doors opening. Not one climax, many. And now, here's the part where I say it. Yes, it's like the orgasm. That's the point. That's why we go to the movies, y'all, is because we can get these little popcorn orgasms. Alludes to the elements of the universe in terms of what we call feminine, as in a wave, whereas masculine tends to be a line. You know what I mean? Now you enter the spiral model. The spiral model speaks to your subconscious because you lay out a set of problems and then you get a core message called the central scene. Central scene is a single moment that reframes everything before it and echoes through everything that happens after. The turning point, not of the plot, but of the character. It is where you put the message. What do you really want to say? That's where you put in the central scene. And then right before the central scene and right after the central scene, you have 2 scenes that are very alike. They mirror each other. And then 2 scenes before that mirror each other. Then 2 scenes before that. 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 Until you get all the way to the beginning where they mirror each other. You can see this in The Lion King. If you take the little counter from The Lion King, look at the title card and see how long it takes for the title card to show up and count the seconds. And then subtract that second from the end and see where the title card is. Gung, 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 gung. Why do we do this? It speaks to your subconscious. We have a viewer in our mind that is here, but also there's a subconscious way of taking in information, a way to speak to you. You can recall things. I want to tell you this because I care what happens to us. I want the zeitgeist to get better. The zeitgeist is the spirit of our times. It's the essence of what's going on right now. And there's a lot of dark. And I want to be a brawler for the light. I think we need brawlers for the good. And so as we are witnessing finances being taken away from education and art, I think that it is important to push that power of knowledge. Follow me on this journey because I'm going to be doing this with anime. I'm going to be doing this with music. I'm going to be putting this out on my channel, Loud Soul. I'm also going to be talking about art, politics, and culture. Some of the things I say you might not like and some you may love, but that's the point. We are interdimensional over here. We are not two-sided. I like to look at the world like those little viewfinders where you like click it and say you can look at the world this way and this way and this way and this way. That's why this is Loud Soul and Loud Sun. Lots of different light through lots of different perspectives. Check your Spire model. Start building it into your stories. Make it dope. Get lit and illuminate. Peace.